And so
this
matchup, we've seen them before. Actually, every time I've seen these two play, Omega Palutena Temple, game 1.
I like
Oftentimes like game 2 and 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that last time these two played, maybe sometime in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. They just.
I love this Omega stage. It's good.
It's pretty. It's a pretty stage.
And Kid Icarus music is great. But we do have a match going on right here, and a slight early percentage lead for Dill here, going Sheik against Venia's Greninja.
One tiny thing that doesn't really matter, but still worth noting. It's a lot easier to see Greninja's shadow on this stage than it is to see it on FD.
That is true.
So if he tries to go for some cheeky shadow sneak stuff.
Try saying that a bunch of times.
Cheeky shadow, no.
Not actually. Yeah, that is true. And that's a factor that you don't think about in any other matchup, but certainly easier to see the contrast of Greninja's shadow against this very different colored background right here.
All right, and super solid stuff from both of these players. Just playing sort of a mixture of like poking and like playing like they seem to be going for safe reads, you know?
Right.
Like they're getting like soft juggle situations. And it seems to be working out pretty well for both of them. They're like tacking on percent bit by bit. Okay.
I don't really know how he did that, but it looked really cool. And I know if you're like still moving up and you down air, you'll sort of hover in the air, but I've never seen someone go that far to the side. That was very interesting. And at the point where we are right now, I think the percents are more or less even. Greninja, a character who kills a lot earlier than Sheik most of the time. Sheik's only real problem as a character is her kill power, but
yeah, it doesn't matter.
An SD right there, doesn't matter who you're playing against. So now Dill just going to be trying to play keep away, build up his lead, and right there, Dill clearly seeing the shadow.
All right.
Good forward air right there.
Yeah, tries to read it with the up air, but up smash on the landing will close out the stock. And that SD not really getting in the way of Venia too much.
Yeah, certainly still in it here.
Yeah, managed to even it up, only taking about 30%, which, you never want to, be in a deficit against Sheik, but Venia is the kind of player who will always be approaching, always putting on this amazing pressure.
And a good pivot grab right there, dealing with Dill's pressure. He pivot grabs the landing aerial, but unable to really get much of a confirm out of it. So still a very, very tight game right here. Greninja, of course, with the much earlier kill power, but Sheik, probably a better neutral character than pretty much anyone in this game, as we see Dill get a punish with a landing fair into a bouncing fish.
Oh, yeah. And, yeah, Greninja throwing out these hitboxes and Sheik just being so evasive, just forcing them, like basically just getting them to whiff, getting the opening she wants. Ooh, but that burst dash attack actually going to open up a bit, but the up B actually maybe a little bit of an overextension. That time he seems to get away with it, and now we basically have an even game. Sheik definitely has to be worried about, she's at kill percent now from a smash attack.
Yeah, and Greninja, of course, has some setups. A down tilt up smash. I believe he's probably out of percent for the confirm there, but certainly still an air dodge read or a mix-up. Oh, he went all out for that roll read. And the up air is going to take it. So Dill is able to take game 1. An early SD from Venia. He managed to bring it back, but Dill is able to close it out with that up air there.
Okay, and so moving on to game 2, and I believe also the set count between these two is pretty much in Dill's favor. I'm not sure if Devin can confirm or not.
Venia's beaten Dill once.
Okay.
Ever.
So
okay. Maybe we will have a little bit of a historic victory for him here, but Dill looking pretty confident in his play at the moment. Going back to Omega Palutena Temple. Probably not the stage that was the problem, especially when it's so pretty. Look at that.
Of course. But also, pretty much all Greninjas that I've ever played will take you to FD.
Yeah, so mobility in general.
And of course, it opens up his footstool combos. He gets a lot of extended combos off of his down air, off of footstool setups that you don't really see on other stages because platforms get in the way too much.
Yeah, but Dill doesn't really care about that. He's doing such a good job of he's doing such a good job of avoiding those footstool combo setups,
Definitely.
It seems like every time Venia does get an opening, it's like a small opening that like maybe sets up for something else. Like even there, that neutral air didn't really confirm into anything.
And he's going for those Hydro Pump edge guards, but he catches the jump with a tipper up smash, and it almost kills right there.
And that one will!
2 straight up smashes, catching Dill's landings right there. The first one catching a jump, and Venia is able to take the lead here in game 2.
Yeah, you hear some applauses from the crowd. Definitely, it seems like Venia is a bit of a crowd favorite here at the moment. Let's see if he can get anything off of this lead. Oh, the up smash to answer.
Sheik showing that she has a tipper up smash of her own right there. Dill showing that off with a very good catch with the diamond cutter, and now it's last stock, but Venia does have a bit of a percent lead.
But that can
Never
vanish
mind.
so quickly against the Sheik. Sheik's combo game on fast fallers in general is just so stellar. And
It's not even bad on floaties.
well, I mean, like, floaties, she combos them, but, like, on fast fallers, she
Yeah.
combos them.
Yeah.
You gotta
There's a
accentuate the
difference,
O,
yeah.
you know?
Oh, and
Ooh.
speaking of combos,
Oh,
drag down.
I was saying before
The
how he was
setup right
avoiding-
here, wow. Gets the footstool combo right there. Beautiful conversion, and he was going for the read on either a jump or a neutral getup.
Oh,
And then
there
falling
it
there, up
is.
smash. That was quite a flashy game from Venia right there.
Oh, yeah, that was...
Great game from the Frog as it goes to 1-1.
Oh, yeah, he's upset about... He's lost to this man too many times. Not going to
Yeah.
be the case this time around. We'll see here in Game 3, but that Game 2, so convincing at the end.
Oh, yeah. And that extended footstool combo. I would be surprised if Dill goes back to FD again right here. He is going to. All right, that's interesting. So those combo strings are not really possible on other stages unless the platforms happen to line up right. But, of course, FD not a bad stage for Sheik by any means.
Yeah, usually it's considered to be her best stage just because of her ability to camp with needles and her stellar neutral, you know, really she gets so much mileage off of it when, you know, your opponent is forced to approach you basically in a straight line.
Exactly. It does take away a lot of mix-ups that you might have on a platform stage, especially if you have a Sheik on FD, maybe Smash build. Makes it a little more straightforward for her.
And, ooh, good jabs. That was a really solid bait from Venia. It seems like he's doing a lot of that right now, trying to, like, basically bait Dill into throwing out a bad option. But Dill, not the type of player to do that usually.
When the needle cancel into... Oh, he goes for the grenade. The needle cancel into the bouncing fish ends up working out right there. Venia going for these falling nairs, but I don't think he thought that first one was going to hit. He didn't go for a confirm off of it.
Yeah.
And Dill holding a pretty solid percent lead on this first stock, but we've seen how quickly Venia can tack on damage.
Oh, yeah, and don't forget his ability to kill. He's gotten so much mileage out of his up smash, and here comes the up air. Drag down again. Oh,
Double dare into a forward air. This
Wha-
game is dead even now.
why would you air dodge? What was
Yeah.
going to happen if you didn't air dodge? You get up aired? Look at that. He took
Yeah.
like 40%.
Yeah,
if not
he gets
more.
the drag down up air, up tilt, gets the footstool dare F air. I couldn't even say that combo, it was so long. And I'm a Peach man, it was still
The
too many
dare
words for me.
Shoutouts to the NSM crew.
He was going for a landing forward air there. Venia going for these space forward airs on shield, and not a terrible idea right there.
There it is.
Oh, fourth row bouncing fish.
Yeah, gets that 50-50 read, closing out Venia's stock. But Venia going to even it up just like that.
And an up throw up air is going to take it. We're in a last stock scenario here on Omega Palutena's Temple. This is pretty early in the bracket for these two. This loser gets 7th.
Oh, wow, yeah.
The winner goes on to fight numbers, so...
And keep in mind, this will be a huge win for Venia if he manages to actually take it. But Dill just not going to give it to him. Starting to play much more patient, keep away style, charging those needles. Finally gets the opening with these F tilts.
And he's playing keep away, but he also looks a little bit more panicked than we usually see him, rolling a lot more than usual, and we see Venia starting to catch on to that, punish one of those right there. And this is, when the percents are even, it's in Greninja's favor. So a slight lead like this for Greninja is a much bigger lead than the numbers might say, just due to the raw kill power that Greninja has over Sheik.
One thing actually that's very interesting is whenever Sheik is like doing needle camping, you see Greninja go for these double jumps, and his double jump is so high that he actually is able to like cover a lot of ground, just like gets close to the ground and then double jumps away from any needle pressure.
Yeah, one of the highest jump heights in the game. I believe his normal jump is second to Falco. But definitely a character who has not the best airspeed, but such high jumps and so many options and
Greninja?
movement options. Yeah.
He's like top
His
10
airspeed.
airspeed.
Top 10, really?
I think it's like around there, yeah.
Huh.
No, he is fast in the air. He's a fast little frog.
Oh, definitely.
Like on average, I think he has some of the best mobility in the game.
Oh, he's going
going
for the
for
air
the
dodge
hard
read. That would have been the set right there. Dill roll
getting the
behind and
grab.
gets the grab. Going for the up air, not quite going to work. And these space neutral airs on shield. Pretty safe so far. He gets, look. Oh, and Dill has learned. He's jumping out of those setups. But The jab 1, 2, 3 right there, and this is a very, very tight game. An up air from ledge, still not going to take it.
Yeah, and now Dill has to be thinking about how to get that kill. He gets this grab. Let's see if it will net him a stock. No, Venia managing to retreat back to ledge. Manages to actually find his way back to neutral as well. And this is getting super nervous for Dill.
And this is a situation where Sheik struggles. He's looking for, I guess a DI mix-up. I thought he was going for maybe a grab release mix-up or something.
Yeah.
But,
That's
Needle's bouncing fish. That is going to take it. Dill wins a very, very tight set against Venia. And he'll move on to loser's quarters.
Yeah, so that was amazing stuff to